I'm not a materialistic person, so it's like, no offense, Joy. Shopping malls, I don't care. Nails, I don't really care. Like, that's just kind of my stance on it.
Howdy, guys, and saddle up because we're talking episode 9 of Farmer Wants a Wife.
That's right. It's coming down to the finale, man. Here pretty soon.
Getting close.
Yeah, but I got one question, man.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell was going on with Jennifer Nettles' outfit, man? Looked like she just like climbed off the damn boat. You know, like she's a pilgrim, man.
Sexy, huh?
But, yeah, I was like, man, she just got right off the Mayflower. I was just ready to see her put a big ass hat out there, man. What those people are doing, dressed.
They're having a big feast. It seemed appropriate.
Yeah, maybe.
So Brandon pulls Joy aside, as we saw on the last episode, and he's talking about the empathy, sympathy thing and trying to give her another shot.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, that was like a 180. I was like, damn, like, you know, we were talking last episode, we're like, oh, she's gone. Like, he's taking her outside, he's gonna send her home, and and then of all things, epilepsy is what does it.
Yeah, this seems like they were almost searching for like a tearjerker moment. It seemed a little forced to me.
This dude starts crying over freaking epilepsy. I mean, my little brother had epilepsy when we were kids. I mean, did it suck for him? Yeah, I mean, he had his medication, and then he grew out of it. You know,
And she seems fine. It's not like...
Yeah, exactly. I was like, really?
It's not like she just told him she's got cancer or is like, I got 3 weeks to live or something. So I'm like, you're fine.
This dude's like crying and rubbing his eyes and shit. I'm like, get out of here, man. It's like, come on.
Yeah, so she drops the epilepsy bomb and I don't know. Maybe she felt she was backed in the corner and needed to throw a Hail Mary. So she's like, I got epilepsy. You son of a bitch. You're going to send me home?
That's why I don't give a shit about your feelings.
So...
That's why when people tell me they got a cold or something, it's like, suck it up. It's like, oh, man.
But, you know, they have a little moment.
Yeah, they did have a moment.
And Mitchell talks to Natalie, but he's not feeling the connection.
Yeah, no, I think we saw that coming, man, because, I mean, you know, we talked about that past couple episodes, too, how we haven't seen that connection there. It's kind of like the weird, quiet moments between those two, and... Yeah, I knew she was going to be going home pretty soon.
Yeah, Mitchell dropped the hammer. She didn't even get a piece of that cake that was sitting in front of her.
The chocolate cake looked good.
Yeah, that was a good-looking chocolate cake. Yeah. I'm like, I'm taking this with
me. That's right. I'm telling you, man, I want to go on one of these love shows just for the food, man. Like, they feed the hell out of these people, man. I'm like, damn, look at that food.
Now, do you think he should have got rid of Natalie or at least had her spend time with the family and then decide?
Maybe, but I mean, if he had his mindset that, you know what, I probably don't need to be taking 4 girls in front of my family, I'll narrow it down to 3. I think he made the right decision. And she seemed like she was ready to go anyway. She said she was, so.
Yeah, I'm just kind of surprised. Like, they hit it off so well in the beginning, but they just couldn't keep the spark going.
No, not at all.
So, yeah, disappointing. And then Ashleigh can't shut up about her work still. So,
yeah,
what
man,
do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, she was using that as an excuse. I mean, I get it. You know, you got patients who, you know, relying on you, especially these people with terminal cancer that evidently she's working with. But I honestly don't. I mean, I think that was just an excuse at the end of the day. I think she just wasn't feeling.
She's got to go back, or she's going to get fired.
Yeah, I think she wasn't feeling it with Ty, and she just wanted to get out of there, and that was her way to do it. You know, but.
Seems like a weird situation to be in because she is new to the show and wasn't gone that long, but then she's like, I might get fired if I go back. I'm like, what?
It's like, then why did you even come?
Yeah.
So and that's more of the reason why I'm thinking that she just really isn't into Ty and she's just ready to get out.
If that timeline's that strict, then you probably shouldn't have came.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but he cuts her loose. So 2 women gone already at this point.
Exactly. Hey, what do you think about that, Ashleigh? Oh, wait, she's not here.
No, it's just us guys tonight. We're unsupervised with no woman, so we're not qualified to even talk about this, but we're going to do it anyway.
That's right.
So, but yeah, Ashleigh gets cut loose.
Yeah.
But, I had mixed feelings on Ashleigh. Some parts, like, she seemed kind of cool, but like I was kind of getting tired of the work thing, and then the whole camel thing didn't go too well. So.
Yeah, no, she wasn't digging those camels, man.
No, she really wasn't. So then they move on with the mixer with the family.
Yes, I mean, that was cool. You know, I mean, I thought it was cool when they got everybody together. You know, you kind of get the, get mama pops in there for everybody. Well, everybody except Ty. Ty had his best friend and his daughter in there, right? But you know, you get the family, have a chance to talk to these girls and kind of fill them out. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, they had the farm to feast dinner all together. Yeah. Family style.
Again, man, food.
Yeah.
Damn, they feed
So
that.
I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was
the
cool.
little saloon-looking place looked cool, and I'm sure they had good food, and I liked it.
Yeah, no, I did too. And I thought, a lot of families are asking the right questions, man. Like, because a lot of them are asking, like, hey, when do you think you're ready to settle down and start having some kids?
Yeah, kids was a big one,
Yeah,
and
it was.
especially with Nathan's family, like
Oh,
they hit that early. Like, what are we talking about? Right around the corner, like a couple years, or what?
Yeah, and Nathan's the baby of the family, man. It's all women, right? Yeah, the three
And they're
sisters,
ready
the
for him
mama.
to have kids.
Oh, yeah, you can
clearly,
tell.
and
Yeah.
he's ready too. He says.
Yeah, he said he is 23 years old, man. He ready to start popping them out.
Nathan, what's your timeline for thinking about marriage and kids?
Oh, yeah, as soon as I can. As soon as I feel like I'm...
Just reiterate.
I understand that. I was 20 when I had my first one, so.
Yeah, and I mean, the women felt a little caught off guard by that question, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could tell. They were like, oh, man.
Taylor specifically looked like it was awkward for her.
Yeah, she's like, oh, mom's coming hard. These
Yeah,
questions.
but yeah, I mean that must be a big thing, and he's like commented on that before, so it seems to be like they want kids in this scenario.
Well, but then it's funny though, because when they get outside and he's just talking to his family, each one of them said they liked a different girl, right? So he's like, well,
Yes.
damn, I like different people. Not making this any easier on me.
Which that's kind of good for the purpose of the show, right?
Yeah,
So,
no, absolutely.
and moving on to Brandon's table, like this is a little weird, right?
Yeah, Emerson pulled out a little Reba 2.0 almost.
Yeah,
man,
a
on
little
Joy.
bit. I mean,
I was
first
like,
off,
damn.
Grace is like cracking jokes and seems to be having a good time, but for some reason, Brandon didn't seem that impressed with it, which kind of surprised me.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
Because I thought she was outshining everyone with her joking around and stuff, but like it seemed like Brandon thought that may have questioned like her maturity or something. I don't really know.
Well, because she said, because she was saying for her it would be difficult to move there, because she really missed her friends and kind of I guess her social life that she had, and, and he mentioned that, but I mean, I think they said this. I mean, his potato farm is like they said it's the most remote out of all the farms, so I get it. I mean, hell.
Joy starts joking about shopping, and then Emerson drops the hammer and kind of cuts both of them down. And I thought that was pretty rude right in front of the
Yeah,
family.
it definitely was.
I don't need the nightlife. I could care less. I really could. I'm not a materialistic person, so it's like, no offense, Joy. Shopping malls, I don't care. Nails, I don't really care.
Yeah, the way she could have been much nicer the way she handled that, but she was, you could tell she was kind of doing a little jab of the knife there on those girls. I was like, damn, that's rough. Yeah.
It just seemed like an awkward time to do that.
Well, I mean, even his buddy Carlos, man, Carlos was like, I just don't see it. I don't see Joy fitting in on the farm. And he's like, I don't. He's like, I can tell Brandon's totally into her, but I definitely don't see her fitting that lifestyle. And he's right. Would Joy, fit in there long term without a mall to go to or without social activities and stuff? Probably not.
Yeah, I have a hard time seeing that, but it seemed to be going awkward for her, and she kind of goes to get a drink or something, and I like that Brandon followed up with her though.
Yeah, it was good.
And I wonder if that says like maybe he feels differently personally.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's. I mean, like I said, it's been a complete 180 this episode. 'Cause now it's almost like he's completely into her and kind of sidelining the other two girls.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn. Last episode we were like, oh no, Joy's gone. She don't stand a chance. And now it's like, well, shit. Now she's kind of like the front runner almost.
Yeah, and moving over to Mitchell's crew, we learned that Kait likes to cook stews and soups, and they asked
Chili,
Sydney.
and some chili.
Yeah, and chili.
Yeah.
I could go for some chili, but
yeah.
they asked Sydney too. But she's like, cooking ain't my thing,
Yeah, she's more into working, man.
More into cup of noodle, I guess. But whatever.
Yeah, but mom did like her work ethic though. His mom's like, oh, I love Sydney's work ethic. So
Yeah, but Sydney even said like, I think they're leaning towards Kait,
Yeah.
which kind of surprises me in this scenario, honestly. So because I don't think Mitch
She was right.
leaning towards Kait, like really
no,
too much.
I don't think
this.
so. But his mom did, and Sydney's like, yeah, I think his mom's leaning towards Kait, and then mom's like, yeah, I like Kait. I was like, damn, she got me.
Yeah, and everyone else says someone different here, right? But which didn't help Mitch too much.
And I think what pushed it over the line for mom was that Kate's like, yeah, I'm ready to start popping out puppies right now.
Yeah, I think
Start having
so.
them right now. Where Sydney was like, not quite yet, and but Kate was all about it. So
Now, before we move on, like, what's up with all the guys wearing their hats at the dinner table?
yeah, that was rude, man. You
Kinda
don't do that.
weird
You don't
for
do that.
a
You
show
take your
like
hat
this.
off at the dinner table.
Yeah, I'm
period.
kind of surprised that they're all wearing their hats.
Yeah. Yep.
So I don't know. I thought it was tradition to
And
take your hat off at the table.
It is, and their mamas are all right there with them. It's like, damn, what they do? Smack your son upside the head. Don't take that damn hat off.
Yeah, but I was surprised to see them kind of like pulling for Kait a little bit, and like it'll be interesting to see, how much influence that has on Mitch. Now, luckily, everyone else said someone different, but maybe he respects his mom more. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
So
Yeah, I mean, I still don't see Mitchell picking Kait though, man. I really don't. But I don't know, man. I mean, of course, for a guy, I guess mom, a lot of times your mom probably holds a lot of weight. Maybe she does to an extent in this, but I still don't see him going with Kait.
now Ty's here with only 2 ladies, Megan and Melody, and Melody doesn't. She's from New York, so I think she's kind of prejudged just because of that.
Yeah,
and
I think so.
Megan's more used to this lifestyle, so it seems like her family's leaning more towards Megan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. But I mean, Melody just she's like a bright light, man. She's bright and cheery. She's got a great heart, and she said she's like, I can adapt, And Megan was like, yeah, you've done a great job fitting in with the farm stuff, and the few little farm things we saw, it seemed like Melody was doing a great job with it, right? So. Yeah, I think between those two, man, that's a tough choice. I mean, for him, anyways. I think he really is into both of them, and yeah, that's definitely a tough choice. I don't know.
I gotta tell you, the more I see a Melody, the more I just like her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I'm kind of like, I mean, my top 3 are like Sydney, Melody, and Taylor.
Yeah.
So that's who I like out of those 3.
Yeah, I think I'm right about it. I'm probably right there with you.
And then for Brandon, yeah, that one's tough for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be actually leaning more towards Grace on this one.
Yeah, I mean, earlier on I was thinking Grace, but now, man, I don't know. I mean, hell, Joy's, like I said, she turned it on this one somehow. I was like, man, I don't know. But again, she would not fit that lifestyle. She really wouldn't, man. I really don't think she would.
And Brandon didn't seem to give Emerson that much attention this episode.
No, he didn't.
So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if things have changed. I mean,
I think she turned him off. With the way she kind of went on about the kind of stuff she did with Joy. I think that probably turned him off. Kind of probably gave him a flashbacks to Reba kind of vibes.
Yeah, because she could have just simply came out and said what kind of girl she is, but she specifically countered both of them. I'm not one who likes to shop. I can handle this. I can do this. I don't need my friends this.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm an introvert, so I thought that was rude. And she didn't just say what she prefers. She's kind of putting the other ones down.
Well, and she just didn't even look comfortable while she was sitting at that table.
No,
she
didn't.
had just kind of this almost mad face on.
Yeah,
I was like, man.
She just seemed kind of uncomfortable there.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen a better showing from her for sure.
Yeah, and I don't know if something was brewing where she felt like she needed to speak out like that. Maybe she felt like she needed to make up for it, so she had to put him down. I mean, I hope not, but
no. Yeah.
Then they get to the solo dates.
Yeah,
and they actually show it. They don't leave us hanging.
Right, exactly.
And Nathan picks Allie.
Yep.
Now we haven't seen much from her.
Yeah, and we knew that was going to happen because she's the only one that hadn't gotten a solo date yet. So it's like, all right, so it makes sense for him to pick her. Just kind of give her that last chance to get to know her and see if they get have some kind of spark.
Yeah, because I feel like Allie's hanging on by a very thin thread here.
Definitely.
So it would be nice to see her get the solo date and flesh that out, and then make a hard decision. I mean, I think I'm betting that she probably goes home after the solo date.
I'm thinking so as well.
So we'll see, though. We'll see.
Yeah.
And then Brandon chooses Joy.
Yeah, and I saw that coming. I called it, man.
You did call it.
I called it. And we were watching, and I was like, dude, he's going to choose Joy. And sure enough, he did. After the way he got up to go over and talk to her, and then after he was crying about her freaking epilepsy and shit. This guy's going to pick Joy. And sure enough.
I don't have anything against Joy. I just don't know if I see her working on the farm. I mean, she seems like a nice person. Sometimes she seems very awkward. Yeah. But that's kind of harmless too. So.
I think Joy's a perfectly fine person. I mean, I think she's gonna be a wonderful woman and a wonderful wife to somebody. But I don't think that lifestyle is good for her. I just don't think she fit there.
Yeah. And Mitchell goes with Kiana, and we haven't seen much from them two in a little bit. So
yeah, and I kind of called that too. I was like, he ain't picked. He hasn't been on a dating her in a long time. I was like, he'll probably go with her just because it's been so long. Sure enough.
Yeah, I feel like she's kind of flown under the radar a little bit. So I would like to see more from her as well.
Absolutely.
So. Yeah. And then Ty rolls with Melody.
Yep.
Is the person he chose initially. So
exactly. For the same reason, right? He's like, I haven't taken her on a date in a long time, so let's do it.
Yeah, and even though she's from New York, she kind of says all the right things, and it's not. I don't feel too much hesitation from her unless she's just trying to compete at this point. But
right, exactly.
And I hope that's not the case.
No, but I like Melody. It would be hard. It would be a hard transition for her to make to go live there, but she could probably pull it off.
It's still possible, and
possible.
Just because she's from New York, if she really sees a life with Ty, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
And what'd you think about Ty this episode? Since kind of been giving him hell this past two. He's kind of like,
No, we have. I'd say this episode, he turned it around a bit. I appreciated the way he was this episode. He was very gentlemanly, very, just kind of catering to both women and their feelings, and I thought he did well on this episode.
yeah, I think so too. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes from here. But, I wonder if he's having any regrets from letting Amber go from the previous episode, especially since Ashleigh removed
went
herself.
on her own. Yeah, exactly.
So, I don't know. And obviously he commented on the channel, so I don't know. I don't know if that's regret or not or what, but.
Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah, because he did say that.
Yeah, said it was cold. So.
Yeah, but it's got to suck, though. You just send somebody home expecting, all right, well, I've got 3 other women to focus on, and then, next minute, all of a sudden, one of them removes himself. It's like, damn, well, I didn't see that coming, So.
Yeah, I mean, he's only got 2 people, and like, they do a teaser for next week, and they're like, you got to whittle it down to 2. And I'm like, he only has 2, so.
He's already done it.
He's like, well, skip that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no doubt.
But yeah, I mean, I like that it's getting close to the end as far as like these women. I think it becomes more interesting show. It's kind of confusing when you got too many of them. So I'm interested to see, and a lot of good women still left. So
oh yeah, no doubt, man. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely down to a hard decision for these guys, man. I mean, most of these women are all just great, wonderful. I mean, I'd say all of them. Hell, what we've seen are all good people. They're beautiful women, and I'm like, damn. I mean. I'm just thinking about if I was these guys, who I would choose. And it's definitely going to be a hard decision for
yeah,
me.
you'd be a lucky man, Billy, but you're not.
All right.
You're here with me.
That's right. Oh, man. Well, there you have it, folks. That is another episode down. We're coming down to the wire, man. So next week we'll be down to 2 for everybody. And, well, let us know what you guys think. We'd love talking to you. And as always, hit that like and subscribe, and we will check y'all in our next review.
See ya.